So Iron Maiden Burning Ambition is less a conventional music documentary and more a celebration of endurance, identity, and cultural legacy. Directed by Malcolm Benville, the film traces the rise of legendary heavy metal band Iron Maiden from gritty East London clubs to becoming one of the most influential rock acts in music history. Rather than focusing on scandal or behind the scenes drama, the documentary chooses to spotlight something far rarer in modern music culture, artistic consistency. What makes Burning Action Ambition compelling is its understanding that Iron Maiden's legacy isn't simply about chart success or longevity. Plenty of bands survive for decades. Very few maintain such a distinct identity across changing eras of music. The documentary repeatedly returns to this idea. While trends evolved, genres shifted, and the music industry reinvented itself over and over again, Iron Maiden remained unapologetically committed to its sound, imagery, storytelling, and fan culture. The film smartly avoids becoming a dry chronological retelling of the band's career. Instead, Malcolm Venville structures the documentary through a flowing mix of archival footage, concert performance, rehearsal clips, studio sessions, and personal reflection from band members. This approach gives the narrative energy and rhythm while allowing viewers to feel the scale of the band's evolution naturally. One of the documentary's strongest visual ideas is the contrast between Iron Maiden's humble beginnings and their eventual global dominance. Early footage of the cramped club performance captures the raw aggression and hunger of Britain's late 70s rock scene, while later scenes of massive stadium concerts showcase how far the band traveled without ever abandoning its route. The transition feels organic rather than manufactured. Naturally, Bruce Dickinson dominates many of the documentary's most memorable moments. His theatrical charisma, intelligence, and larger than life personality explains why he became one of heavy metal's defining frontmen. Dickinson comes across not just as performer but as someone who genuinely understands the philosophy and mythology surrounding Iron Maiden's music. At the same time, the documentary wisely avoids turning the band into one-man show. Steve Harris emerges as the emotional and creative backbone of Iron Maiden, disciplined, obsessive, and unwavering in his artistic vision. The film portrays him as the architect who ensured the band never lost its identity, even as the music industry constantly changed around them. Importantly, Burning Ambition also emphasizes the chemistry between all the members rather than framing the band around celebrity personalities. That collective dynamic becomes central to the film's emotional core. Iron Maiden is presented not as a business or fame machine, but as a long running creative brotherhood held together by shared purpose and discipline. The documentary becomes especially powerful whenever it focuses on relationship between the band and the fans. The concert footage captures this beautifully. Stadiums filled with fans singing together feel less like ordinary performance and more like communal rituals. Musically, the film is predictably outstanding. Iron Maiden's song carry the documentary with tremendous energy, and the soundtrack constantly reinforces why the band's music continues to resonate across generations. Visually, the documentary is polished without feeling overly commercialized, though the editing maintains strong momentum throughout its runtime, smoothly transitioning between decades, interviews, and performances. Concert sequences are particularly effective because they preserve the raw scale and intensity of live Iron Maiden shows instead of over editing them into flashy montages. One thing viewers should know is that Burning Ambition is not an investigative expose. Internal conflicts, difficult period, and personal struggle are acknowledged only briefly. Those expecting a darker, scandal heavy music documentary may find the film somewhat restrained, but honestly, that restraint fits Iron Maiden perfectly. The band has always projected discipline, professionalism, and artistic certainty more than chaos or self destruction, and the documentary reflects that identity consistently. In many ways, the film functions as both tribute to Iron Maiden and tribute to heavy metal culture itself. It captures why the genre continues to survive despite repeatedly being dismissed or misunderstood by mainstream culture. Iron Maiden Burning Ambition by the end succeeds not because it's uncovering shocking secrets, but because it captures the enormous cultural weight Iron Maiden carries for generations of listeners worldwide. It's energetic, sincere, emotionally resonant, and deeply respectful of the band's legacy. More than just a music documentary, it becomes a portrait of artistic persistence of a band that refused to change for the world, and in doing so, change the world around them. Thank you for watching. Bye.